Hello again, all you peoples. We really appreciate you watching our videos, and this is going to be kind of a little bit of a quicker one today, but I just want to touch on something that's been very popular for years, and is one of my weaknesses. It has to do with steel, iron. I love iron and cast iron and steel, but this is doorstops. And this has always been something I've often wondered about. Now I understand these are made out of steel, cast iron, whatever you wish to call it, and they're heavy because they're supposed to hold doors open or closed, whichever the case may be. This is a little sunbonnet baby girl, but I've always had questions about this particular one when I've seen it, because I always thought that this was just one half of a pair of bookends, but it's heavy enough to hold a door open, and if it's a doorstop, it's a dandy because it's sunbonnet babies. Most of you have no idea who the sunbonnet babies are. Google it. But I have other ones too, and they're pretty interesting as well. And I'll come around front, let you see those doggone things. They're really got a couple of dandies up here with all the other junk that we have in the world. Adam just, got backstabbed by Officer Bob. Those sounds you hear, pay no attention to the falling steel and everything else that's going around. This is unfortunately what our cameraman Adam just bumped into. We'll tell you about that in another episode, but here we are again, and there's some doorstops that we have kicking around here. One of the ones that you'll find but somewhat frequently, and they use these not only for doorstops, but they actually use these as lamp bases, and sometimes people confuse the old ships, the old three masters, as being doorstops exclusively. Well, that's not really the case, because you see that hole right there, and this part jaunting out on the base would be to bring a lamp rod up through there, and so this actually would be used as a lamp base, and it also at one point may have had something set behind this. So I guess you can hold the door open with it, but I don't always think that the ships, when you find them, are necessarily doorstops, no matter what that antique dealer tells you. But you can definitely hold the door open with it. But here's a doorstop without question that we found not too long back, a few years ago and so on. Just a little puppy guy like this. And sometimes these will be signed, and Hubley was one of the manufacturers, and there's plenty more, but I'm older now and I can't remember things as well. But you can see that's sort of hollowed out in the back, but nevertheless nice heavy cast steel. And also in a doorstop, paint is really critical, and the more paint something that was used like this retains, the better it is. Once again, condition is everything in the world of collecting. And this one, I'd rate this to be in about 80% condition based on the paint. And the value of this would probably be around $100, maybe upwards of $150. Once again, depends on where you are. The little dog laying next to him there, that's not a doorstop, but he's also cast steel, and he's a bank. But that'll hold a door open too. No question about that. It weighs about 12 pounds. That being said, now here's what you're going to find in doorstops, probably more prevalent than anything else you'll see in a doorstop, are the floral baskets. And they come in all shapes and sizes. Well, not so much shapes, but definitely different sizes. And you see there's the original paint on this one, and it does show that it was used over the years here, and has a little paint wear at the bottom. They look like this in the back. This one also is unsigned, but it's numbered, and you can see an inventory number right there. So I'm not sure who did the floral baskets, but probably Hubley or one of those folks that made them. Oh, by the way, value on these, they're more common and more frequently found. Paint is important, but generally these are going to be under $100. Floral baskets are going to be $50, upwards of $100, depending on how much the person that has it for sale treasures it themselves. Sometimes it's hard to buy things from antique dealers. I know you can't buy anything from me, but sometimes antique dealers themselves, we kind of like the stuff ourselves, so we price things accordingly, those who sell antiques, I not being one of them. This is another nice one. You can see it's very similar in form, but a little stronger paint on this. So this one might hover closer to $100. Plenty of weight, and there's what we were talking about right on the back of that. So just in case you think I don't know what I'm talking about, sometimes I do. So there's one clearly marked Hubley, and that's a nice basket, and probably, really, because it has Hubley's name on the back of it, for a floral basket would probably put this at 100 or more. Once again, depending on what part of the country you live in. The last one that I think, yeah, here it is. This is a hard to find dog doorstop. This is I guess they're called wire-haired terriers. I'd have to research my dogness, but what's most frequently turns up in a dog doorstop, you're going to see that Boston Bull Terrier. You'll see that a lot in a doorstop. This one you will see very, very rarely. So out here at the Country Store Museum, this particular doorstop is our favorite, and he's just great. Shows great, wonderful age. He's has no issues, wonderful condition, great paint all the way around on him. And I'm led to believe, that is by other experts or alleged experts in the field, that this doorstop is worth several $100s, meaning this one could be in the $300 to $500 category, possibly even more if somebody needed it for their collection. He hangs around out here, not going to be going anywhere, but he looks good sitting right here by the giraffes and the other doorstops and the Metlock Stein and the Majolica pitcher and all the other foolishness that's out there. But as I look around, that's probably all we're going to have for doorstops in this segment. But it's really a great category to collect. If you see them out there at the flea market, the antique shows, if there are any antique shows anymore, or wander into a garage sale and there it is for $15 on a table, you want to pick up on vintage and antique doorstops. They're a great, great category. Till then, we'll see you on the next time. Thanks a bunch. Officer Bob, what is your deal?